Hey, and welcome back. Today we're going to do something a little different. I am going to do a boat walkthrough. I've had a couple of requests, hey, what kind of boat you got? And you try to explain it. So I'm just going to do a boat walkthrough with all the additions and everything. We'll take some night shots with the lights, and without further ado, let's go. So this is a 2021 Lowe Bay 20. It's an all-welded aluminum boat. It is a center console. Obviously it's a bay boat. So we'll start at the back. So this boat's powered by a 115 Mercury Pro XS. It does 43 miles an hour. I have Minn Kota Raptors on the back. Also known as shallow water anchors. It has obviously battery, gas tank back here. It has jump seats. You just unhook that, jump seat comes up, or you can flip it up, and it does have internal storage. It doesn't hold much, but it is great for holding weigh bags and stuff like that, you know, small items. I wouldn't put cell phones or anything in it because it's all metal. The front deck, I foamed all the front deck. The center console has a front seat, and under the front seat is a bait well. On the front of the boat, I have a Minn Kota Tarova. It's a 24 volt, 81 pound thrust. I have Garmin LiveScope. This is the newer version, and that's a custom mount I made. And if you're interested in finding out, I have a nice video on that. It's a LiveScope mount build. So my electronics, it's not mounted right now obviously, but it's a 9-inch EchoMat Plus Garmin. So it has two rod lockers and a center storage. The left side I just use for ropes and spare, if somebody visits me, they can use that rod locker. The center storage, it's pretty good. It holds everything I need, life vest, tackles in here. And then it goes back pretty deep. You know, I got a throw cushion and other stuff. It's about as big as you're going to get for this boat. And then the rod lockers, I did pad the interior of the rod lockers because, you know, the whole boat's metal and it clanks around. And then you have the LiveScope right there. That's where the brains of the LiveScope is mounted. Also, all the hatches are lit. So the helm has everything you need, speedometer, tack. I put an hour meter, it did not come with one. And I put a aerator timer in here, it did not come with one also. For the electronics here, I run a Garmin 10-inch EchoMat Ultra. It's a very excellent unit, of course, phone mount. So the remote for the Minn Kota Raptors. And then this is one of the nicest things I've installed. And this is what runs my GoPros all the time. It's a waterproof USB. Just lift that up. The USBs get tucked under there. It'll hold two of them. And you can close the lid, and there's two holes on the bottom where the wires will come out. I mount my stuff. It is mounted dead center in the windshield, and the camera is about, you know, eye level up here. So this is a T-top boat, casting in it. When you're on the front deck, you actually have quite a bit of room between the T-top and here. You just have to be aware that the T-top is here. I have a front spotlight, and I use that when I am on the lake. There's a few boat ramps that after I leave, I have to go between a wall and a tree. It's nice, you just hit that light, and it lights it all up, so you can see. So down in here in the storage, it's it's small in here. But it's enough to put a lunchbox and two good lunch boxes and some clothes and stuff like that. I have my emergency gear in here and stuff like that. When I do get my new batteries, I am going to mount them further, I'm going to mount them behind here. They put all the wiring for the boat and the and the steering cable right through the dead center. They could have moved it over and given you more room here. I have my battery charger back there. I run 1 lithium. That's my starting battery, and right now I'm just running 2 lead acid. I will be going to 3 lithium when I get my new trolling motor. I will be upgrading sometime early in the year to a 36 volt. So you have a glove box on top. Okay, so I have my marine radio. I do not have a stereo in this boat. You have storage on the left. I made this faceplate. It works out very nice. I have 4 USBs up here for charging phones or whatever you want. Obviously, they are waterproof, but you don't really need them up here because the whole case is waterproof. This is the main switch for all my toys. So turn the power on. This is actually yak power, and they originally came out for kayaks. Well, I had it in my kayak and I loved it so much. When I put it in here, it's nice because it controls it's 5 switches. So number 2, that turns on my live scope, because the live scope is always running and you want that on a switch. So number 1, that does my blue lights. The B, which I call it for bow, runs my front spotlight. The M for midship, that runs my amber lights. And then S is my stern light, and that is another spotlight which is right there. And when I am backing down a boat ramp at 5 o'clock in the morning and it's pitch black and there's no lights, it lights up the whole area, so you can pull your trailer back. And you can have, you know, multiple, you can have them all on at once, you know, and when they're on they turn red, and if you want them off, you know, they turn white, and then you can just power everything off. And of course, standard Horizon marine radio. It does have a live well. And that is it. That is everything in the boat. Those are all the toys I put in, and you know, it's a very nice boat. It is pretty user-friendly. It could, you know, like anything, we all want more storage. You know, bass boats have a little bigger front deck, and the way they're designing fiberglass, you know, they can get some more storage. I wish there was 2 side storage compartments back here, but because it is a center console, they slide the center console back, and the center console does take up quite a bit.